good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ask Jerry, the Chartered Vendor. My name is Abigail, and on this program, on this podcast, it is meant to educate and let you know more about business and sales. And always, I'm joined by Jerry Nyazungu. Welcome to the program, Jerry.
Hi, Abi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You're good.
I'm super.
How is business?
Business is okay.
As always. Okay, I noticed you posted on your page you're celebrating 100,000 followers, and I think you've actually exceeded that number. Congratulations.
Okay, 100,000 followers. Yeah, the good thing is because you know that when you're posting business, most of the people, they don't like business. They like soccer. They like music.
Yeah, that's what's shocking. You're getting the numbers, but
they
you're
like
posting,
Mjolo and all sorts of stories, and they like jokes. But yes, there we are, and it shows that also Africans are starting to follow up on business.
That is true.
Yeah, because ours is 100% business only.
Okay. Do you remember when you first joined social media pages?
We took. I joined social media way back, and I think I deleted my account. Came back in 2013. Then to open that page, it was exactly February 2021.
Oh, it's like just
to open the page, and I started being serious when I wrote my book, The Chartered Vendor. That was now around August 2021. That's when we started that page. And 2024, there it is. But it's only business, and I've actually said deliberately, you never see me posting my wife. You never see me posting my children. You never see me posting houses.
You're not even tempted to do that.
No. That's not what I'm supposed to be posting. What I believe in is I'm supposed to be posting what people would actually want to hear, helping Africans who are in business in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of sales, giving them tips. And I'm happy that every day I get someone who sends a testimony that whatever you're posting, it's helping me. So if we help someone for free, if we help someone in Lupane, help someone in Botswana. Just yesterday, I had a conversation with someone all the way from Cameroon who was also saying, I want your advisory because I saw you on your page. He even actually said, he was even quoting some of the posts I'd actually forgotten. So it shows that the page is bringing a lot of people. And this other day, I was in my shorts and t-shirt in Zambia. Then I just said I was on a mall, and I said, no one will know me this side. Then boom, Jerry, it's you. Jerry, it's you. So it helps.
You're trending. You're trending. I like the fact that you're trending, but without having to do the drama that everyone is pressurized to be doing recently.
Yeah.
So actually, that is part of what we're discussing today. Today, we want to talk about being omnipresent as a business person on social media. Like, what does it mean when we say you're omnipresent on talking about marketing?
Yeah, omnipresent, it simply means that you're supposed to be everywhere.
Okay.
The technology, I think this is the right time to do business. When you talk about the 21st century, internet came as a blessing. Social media is transforming every day. Things are now happening. I can, like right now we're speaking, but I tell you, something is actually posting on my Facebook page. It's very difficult for me to tell people that I'm not a social media person. And when I just say I'm not a social media person, you won't see me scrolling through the social media, trying to find some information. That's not me, and I don't have the time. I would like to do that. I would like to also spend 30 minutes on TikTok, checking on everyone's comment, replying them, but my time doesn't allow me to be doing that. So I only have 30 minutes reserved to check on. But when I'm saying omnipresent, it's actually saying you're there on YouTube, podcast is there. You're also there on Facebook, you're there on Twitter, you're there. Where there are people, you are there. Yeah, you're supposed to be present. And it helps you to build a brand because obviously some people are comfortable with TikTok. Some people are comfortable with LinkedIn. Some people are comfortable with Facebook. Some people are also comfortable with emails. Like we're just everywhere. Yeah, we're just everywhere. And it helps you to build a personal brand. And it also helps to market the business as a whole. So it's really helping because every day I'm receiving calls. Every day I'm receiving messages. And it's helping, definitely. That's omnipresent from where I actually see it. And you need to be everywhere. Someone is reading your book somewhere. That's marketing. You're doing it. You're just flowing everywhere. You're there. Yeah, people are talking about you in the streets, whether good or bad. That's marketing.
Okay.
So even if they're insulting you, that's still marketing. Yeah, at least they're talking about you. That's why you notice that. That's why I like Donald Trump. Huh? Shout out to him. He's actually running for the president of America. People always talk about Donald Trump. If CNN, NBC, especially CNN, Fox News, if they don't have Donald Trump news, it means that day there was no news. Exactly. So whether it's doing good, whether it's doing bad, he's omnipresent. You always talk about him. That's what he does. Although personally, I'm not into controversy. I like to talk about entrepreneurship. I like to talk about sales. If you like what I'm talking about, definitely, whether you like it, then definitely you're never going to be liked by everyone. Some people speak negative, even when you're trying to say something which is positive. Some people can even hear as if our podcast is offending to them. That's people. But when they talk about you, whether negative, whether good or bad, like there's someone who's actually said there's nothing which is called good or bad publicity. Publicity is publicity.
Yes, any publicity is good publicity. Exactly. All right. So you were talking about people throwing in bad comments sometimes. I came across some of the comments that you see on your pages. People saying, this guy is always posting, he's always on social media. Does he even have a job to be advising us on what to do with our businesses? Like, people don't understand what you be doing. Can you actually share the secret of how do you stay on all the pages? You're everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. You'll find Jerry everywhere.
Like what happens with most of the people, what I noticed is they don't want to invest into it.
Okay.
People, they come up with strategies to say, I want to go out and market my personal brand. I want to go out and market my company. But most of the people, they don't want to invest into it. By investing, I'm saying you buy time. The only way you can buy time, you've got 24 hours in a day. Personally, I usually sleep 5 hours. That's my maximum. It's 5 hours.
Okay.
And probably you're looking at you'll be starting work probably at 3 o'clock, reviewing reports and everything. In a day, I've got almost average, not less than 6 meetings. So it simply means that if I'm going to be the one also handling my Facebook or my TikTok, it's going to be a disaster. So what I do, the best way is to invest in a good team. Okay. Give them tools. Make sure that they are always ahead of you. Like today, I don't even know what was posted by the guys. Sometimes I start noticing it probably in the evening. People are commenting. Some are insulting. Some are talking about, because people, they think that probably we are always on social media, but you'll be busy doing other things, meeting customers, working with customers, giving business advisory, trainings, etc. So that's me, and that's how I handle my day, and that's how I manage to do it. And also invest in equipment. We've invested in studios, doing all these podcasts, because sometimes when you are doing it, it doesn't even give you a cent, doesn't give you even any return, but it starts giving you returns. Sometimes you even turn down and say, someone wants to hire a studio, then you say, no, I that's not the mission. The mission is to say, how can we spread the entrepreneurship and sales gospel in Africa?
Okay. I really understand that part. But also on my side, I've noticed that there are a number of people actually who say, I'm a marketer, but I'm not really, let's say, a Twitter person. I'm a marketer, but I'm not really a TikTok person. I prefer Facebook. I prefer Instagram, let's say. How do you now come to say these pages are relevant to my business or to my brand, to say this page will represent the type of person I am. Let's talk about TikTok. When it came in, it was more for those TikTok challenges, the dances, the makeups, the dressing and whatnot. But then you post mostly, it's just sales business, nothing to do with dances or makeups. How do you now come up to say, okay, this platform is for me, let me use it in such a way?
So the biggest mistake which you can actually make when you want to market and you want to build a brand is to choose a platform which is comfortable to you.
Okay.
Like what I said, I don't have a lot of time. Imagine if I'm going to scroll down through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and just to mention a few. I don't have that time. But what I'm saying is, if you really want to market, don't choose a certain platform and you say you're comfortable with it. You're a lady, yes, we know. We know that you like your face. And you like to post your face, you like to post your when you're smart, etc. But I'm saying, don't choose Instagram because you like Instagram. Be everywhere. Be on X, be on LinkedIn. Whether you like that platform or not. Probably if you're going to say my favorite platform, which one is it? I don't have to have as time. Probably there's where I'm comfortable. Probably I'm comfortable with Facebook. But I don't have to stay in a comfort zone. So this is work. This is marketing. Sometimes you're supposed to be disciplined. If you want to be successful in anything, discipline can kill any talent. Like when I'm saying discipline is to say, how can I actually manage to post 2 or 3 posts in a day? How can I actually manage to post 4 or 5 posts in a day? And it's going to be happening whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether I'm crying, whether I'm smiling, posting must continue. Whether there's a funeral, whether there's whatever, I want to educate the world and I'm saying information must go out. Whether I'm in Harare, whether I'm in Zambia, I'm in Lusaka, I'm in Gaborone, information must continue to flow. So discipline, that's key, number 1. Okay. Number 2, don't be selective. Each and every social media, there are people. There are people on Threads. Yes. There are people on X. There are people, some people find it comfortable to be on Twitter. Some people find it comfortable to be on LinkedIn only. There are people who think that they are so professional and they don't have to be on Facebook. They don't have to be on on X. So it simply means that if you're not going to post on Instagram, when you choose LinkedIn, you are depriving your followers who are supposed to be benefiting or noticing your products, or your customers, your potential customers who are going to come from those platforms. So it's very crucial, it's fundamental, it's key for you not to choose any platform and find a strategy.
Okay.
Number 3, define a strategy. How are you going to strategize? Because sometimes when you post some things, it become monotonous.
That is true.
Find a way of keeping your audience entertained. And yes, sometimes we're talking about business. Yes, sometimes we're talking about some people, they like calling me a motivational speaker, but I don't think I'm motivational. If they're motivated, thumbs up, that's good. And but if they call me, so find a strategy.
Okay.
And also follow those who are also doing it in a big way. You look at your Grant Cardones, that's one of my mentors. You look at your Gary Vaynerchuk internationally. Those are people who know how to hit the buttons of the social media. And yeah, so that's how some of the strategies which you can also use when you want to build audience.
All right. On the issue of the strategy, I want us to come back to that topic, but let us take a short ad break and we'll be right back.
Have you invested so much into your business, but you're not getting your desired sales? Or you ask yourself whether you are selling the wrong products or services? Maybe you even blame your sales team for not bringing in the money. If your answer to these questions is yes, then you need to revise your sales approach. Selling Like a Vendor is a book that can give you answers to why you have not been making the sales. You can use this book as an individual or for your sales team as a manual on how to make sales. The book has strategies on how to get clients, how to talk to customers, how to negotiate and close the deals, and even how to upsell or cross-sell. This is an investment that can solve all your sales problems. You can order your own copy using the details shown on the screen. Remember, everyone is in sales and sales is for everyone.
How are you running your business? I hope not like Peter. Introducing Odoo ERP, the one software for your entire business. With Odoo, you get 3 value propositions. 1. Scalability. Odoo grows with you, allowing you to install applications on the fly as your company's needs grow. 2. Cost effectiveness. You can have functionality of 7 systems in one platform at the cost of 1 license. 3. Customizations. Backed up by thousands of developers worldwide, Odoo is adaptable to match your business needs. Success is waiting for you. Get in touch with us now and let's do business.
Welcome back to Ask Jerry. We were just about to discuss more on the issue of strategy. We were talking about being omnipresent in marketing as a business person, as an entrepreneur, and as a company as a whole, right? So on the issue of the strategy thing, I wanted to actually ask on the point of the type of content that you put on the pages. Now, how do you actually plan the type of content? Because I remember sometime, is it late last year or early this year? I don't really remember the specific time. There's a specific someone in Zimbabwe right now, a prominent person, a business person. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be mentioning this. He was causing havoc on social media. Yes, they're a business person. Their content, they're supposed to be posting about their business, but because of the pressure of wanting to be popular, I think that is why they now tap into these gossips and trends and causing violence on social media, all in the name of marketing. What content is supposed to be on each and every page, and how do you pick that this is the content that I'm going to be using?
Okay, thank you. I think it's also a strategy.
Okay.
Because sometimes for it to be a strategy, it doesn't mean that it's supposed to be ethical.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't mean that it's supposed to be clean. I think you've noticed, you're a musician yourself.
We do publicity stunts.
Have you ever noticed that some other musicians, when they want to release an album, there's a scandal, a fake news. They can say probably their wife was caught with another man, etc. Probably so and so is dating. So because they've noticed that their song is not probably trending, so they try to trend themselves for you to start noticing their song. So it's also a strategy. Whether it's ethical or not, I'm not there to judge. But what I will only say is I will talk about myself to say you really need to pick because if you're going to be a guru or a go-to guy in terms of a certain subject, like if you notice probably to say, fine, I want to be the go-to guy in terms of videography. I want to be the go-to guy in terms of designing. I want to be the go-to guy in terms of music. Probably like the likes of your plot Marcos, who always post about music and arts only. That's what he posts. You never see him. It's rare when you see him posting about his family, etc. So you have chosen to say, this is what I want people to identify my brand. This is what I want to do. You can just wake up today and start saying, I want to talk about beauty and therapy. I want to talk about hair, how you can keep long hair. You start keeping yours, blogging about your hair, how you are doing it. When you check about hair in America, you post it on your social media platform, talk about cars. Then people, they can easily say, it's Abby, the musician. It's Abby, the artist. It's Abby, the journalist. But the problem now is most of the people, when they go on social media, they are so random. They are everywhere. Today they are posting about their family. Tomorrow they are posting about business. Tomorrow they are also, they want to be funny. They want to be musicians. They want to be comedians. They want to be business people. So you lack identity now. They don't know what you really do. And at the end of the day, sometimes it's very difficult for people to really say, who is Abby? Because they've got plenty of hats which you're wearing. So wear a certain hat, keep that stance, be the go-to guy in a certain space. If you know that you want to talk about best public speakers in Africa, probably in the world, you mentioned the likes of Vusi Tembekwaya, and has managed to have that tag to the extent that he's called to speak in various events across the world, hundreds and hundreds of them in a year, being paid handsomely, because why? He has chosen to invest into public speaking, and he has also chosen to invest into certain knowledge about business. When I know that I've got a lot of strategies which I've implemented, which I've also copied directly from what? From Vusi Tembekwaya. He's great. He's a guru in that sector. So people must know and actually say, okay, fine. This guy, you look at Terry, my young brother Terry, he started his own village restaurant. Right now he's doing very well. People from other countries are now even coming. You see the power of social media. Yes. People are now coming all the way from France, all the way from Spain, just to visit a village restaurant. That's the power of social media. He started it on Twitter as a joke. Right now he's now on Facebook. Right now he's now as a business. He's living from it. But when he's joking, probably wearing his short and with his dirty feet, which he usually calls Shena, people will be laughing at him. But he knows what he's doing. He knows everything. Now what he does is now calculated. It's a calculated move. Okay. That's his strategy. That's his strategy. He looks genuine. He looks very rural, so that's a strategy of his own. Yeah. We look at also, there are many people who are using different strategies. So to me, about strategy, there are plenty of ways to actually kill a cat. You can choose your own. I can talk of mine. Mine is to post entrepreneurship and sales only. About motivational speaking, I'm not a motivational speaker according to what I know, but if you're motivated with what I say, that's a blessing. And you can also, because they usually call us, why are motivational speakers? They usually say what?
They always talk about you can start, you were starving, but you actually survived with one rice.
Yeah, but some of these stories, when people are now saying it seems as if it's a lie. But I've noticed many people, many motivational speakers who have come from nothing and who have suffered for them to be where they are. But anyway, that's what I'm saying about strategy. Pick your spot, know what you're doing on social media, have calculated moves, know your daily strategy, weekly strategy, monthly strategy, even a yearly strategy to say, this is what we're going to do this year. We want to push books. What are we going to be pushing? And the book itself, even writing a book, it is not only on social media. Writing a book was part of my strategy. When I wrote my first book, I was on almost every radio station, every television station.
That was the strategy.
I would go to ZBC every week. I would go to ZFM to do a program with Honorable Superman Dwanzera. Shout out to him on Enterprise Zimbabwe. That was the strategy, because I wanted to be omnipresent. You open your television set, you see Jerry. You listen to radio, you hear about Jerry. You go to your friend's house, you see his book. You get into emails, you see his emails, his daily emails. So that's being omnipresent. That's my strategy. And the most difficult way, the most difficult thing in implementing a strategy, like what I said, is discipline. Doing it every day.
Yeah, that's a
for
hard
the
part.
last, probably, I can safely say, our pages were posting for the last 3 years, almost on daily basis. It's difficult.
Okay, I like the fact that you talked about identity. I noticed something with TikTok actually. If you just post things that are not really systematic or in order, to say, like you were mentioning, you're an entrepreneur, you post about sales, you post about business. Today, let's say you post about business. Tomorrow, you post a video acting like Anakafupi, or the next day you are singing.
I'm singing.
And then your page is just haphazard. There's actually the thing on TikTok about algorithms and actually recommendations. It does not recommend your page to other people who are on the platform to see your content, because you are not doing things in order. They wouldn't know what exactly are you trying to market when you're posting. So when you have something that they actually know that, okay, this person is a person who talks about business, they will recommend your content to other pages as business posts. So when people are searching for business posts, they will see yours as one of the recommendations. It's just another tip for people who are actually
that's true.
using
That's
TikTok.
true. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I actually wanted to know about being creative now. Because yes, you can be on all those pages, but don't you run out of the creative juices, trying to think of the ideas of keeping up with the trends as well. You once gave me a book to read. It's Purple Cow by Seth Godin.
Seth Godin.
Yes. He was talking about being different from everyone else. Yes, you are marketing, but how do you stand out from everyone else? Yes, everyone is on TikTok, and you can agree that you're not the only business person who posts on TikTok. You're not the only business person who posts on Facebook, but not everyone is reaching the numbers that you're reaching. What is the recipe to creativeness when you're actually on every page on social media?
Yeah, like what I'm saying, to say you need to invest into these things. Like what I've also done is I want it to just become a hobby of reading books. So whenever I'm reading a book, there are quotes there. There's new information which you can get in these books. So like what I usually do, my target this year is to read 100 books. Okay. And they are only business and sales books, because I'm never going to invest in reading about novels or a relationship, because I'm not a relationship advisor. But if probably you want to advise people, you want to talk about relationships, which means you're supposed to research about what? About relationships. Us, we want to trend, we want to talk about business. We want to talk about entrepreneurship. We want to talk about sales. Hence, there are supposed to be many hours which you are also investing in learning, because every day are supposed to be learning. And we learn every day. We learn from everyone. Sometimes you can actually learn about something on a small page, which actually has got about 5,000 followers. Learn something there. And personally, what I've done is, when I'm learning, I like learning and I also apply. That's what I do. I apply whatever I learn in a book, I apply instantly. And that's why even when you're running business, some people will be actually saying, no. Probably labor turnover is bad. But from the 100 books which I've read, it's not bad when sales turnover is high. I'm just giving you an example. So when I post about this, probably just a post which I've actually thought about, to say labor turnover is not bad when sales turnover is growing. You see? So sometimes, this is already a post, but probably I've taken it from a certain book which I've actually even forgotten. Because remember, when you're reading, sometimes these things, they become part of you.
Yes.
To the extent that you start forgetting. Remember when I told you that it must be last week, when I was actually saying, if you're not first, you're last, is the book which motivated me to be an author myself.
Okay.
I never used to be an author, and I never dreamt about being an author. But when I read about Grant Cardone, I was actually saying, find a story in your life, probably where the lowest part of your life, write a book about that, and you'll be amazed with the story which you're going to be building. So that's what I do. Research on YouTube, instead probably listening to music. Why can't you change that focus and put it? When you want to research about music, know each and every musician, even those who were singing in the 80s, the 50s, and the 1920s. But I want to know about business. I'll invest in Dale Carnegie's. I'll invest in Zig Ziglar's books. I'll invest in Robert Kiyosaki. I'll invest in those. That's my niche. That's where I want to go. And that's what motivates me. And that's what builds my brand.
Okay. All right. A question on that though. you're omnipresent on all pages. Let's say there's someone who also wants to do the same thing, but maybe they cannot afford to invest in people who can assist them in keeping track of all the pages. Now, won't being on every page be time consuming for them and disrupting their work as well?
Yeah, if you notice right now, there are now tools which you can use. I think there's Social Pilot.
Yes.
You can actually work on Sunday, create all your content, which you're going to post for 1 week. It's possible. If you're going to be doing that, it's very, very possible to be handling your content yourself. Because you don't have a team. But so you need to start from somewhere. Because you cannot start from where probably I started. Because remember, the people I will be working with, I also invest in a lot of things. Sometimes it's also even very difficult for someone to set up a studio, buy mics, cameras, etc.
Yes.
They don't have that kind of budget. But you need to start probably with a phone. Invest into it. People are doing amazing things just using their phone. Probably even better content than what I'm posting.
Yes.
So it's not an excuse. Because that's why I say, no, when you want to start something, just start. Start with what you have. It's not an excuse. Sometimes also wake up early in the morning, create content. The rest of the day, Social Pilot will be doing work on your behalf, and you post everything on every social media. That's very possible. It doesn't take time to post. But like what I said, it needs discipline. Like to just say you need to be in the gym every day. You need to eat healthy. You need to drink water. You need to drink at least 1 liter or 2 liters every day. That's discipline. That's why I always say discipline trumps everything. You can never win when you're not disciplined. So even you can be a great musician, but do you have the discipline? You can be a great athlete, but the question is, are you able to practice whilst your body is aching? You don't feel like today you're supposed to be at work, but you just have to push yourself. If you're supposed to be there at 6 a.m., when they're sick, when they're not feeling like doing it, you're supposed to be doing what? Because you know that these things which you're doing has got a lot of returns in the future. Read the book which is called Atomic Habits. The habits which you're going to be eating healthy is never going to reflect on you today. Yeah, if you quit doing something, sometimes the dividends of going to the gym are never going to be seen in 2 or 3 days, in 1 month or 2 months. But probably after a year, you can actually see that, no, I now have a health body. I'm not going to hospital. Everyone has got a flu, but I don't have a flu, because that's what you'll be doing also on social media. What you are now enjoying right now, you can confirm, and because I know that you're part of the journey. We used to have low numbers. Sometimes we'd have 2 likes. But right now, even if you post nonsense, chances are we can even reach 100 likes. So that's what I'm also saying. It's a journey of 1,000 miles. You start with 1 step. And sometimes when you post, don't expect even for people to be commenting. They might not even comment. That's what...
They just see, people just see.
Yeah, you can write your book. It can be a flop. Your first book cannot even be read by anyone. But probably the 3rd book is the one which is going to give you a mileage. Like I believe that locally, I think we've dominated in terms of books. Regionally, we're also trying to dominate with Zambia coming in, Botswana, South Africa. But we believe that we can also go international. But you never know. Probably my 5th or 7th book is the one which is going to be international, which is going to force people to start following on all these other titles which I've written in the prior years.
Wow. Unfortunately, we just had a few minutes with you, Jerry. That is a very good thing to be talking about, being omnipresent. That is what we were talking about, actually. We are talking about being on every social media platform as a business person. You need to be present so people notice what you're doing and you push your business. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Jerry.
Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you for watching. Join us again next time.